Hello, everybody. I'm going to give you guys all a second to join, but this will be my first live video in my new closed Facebook group. Really trying to give people an opportunity to ask questions, do better marketing overall, and hopefully achieve your goals for marketing for your company, for your nonprofit, whatever it happens to be. So I'm really excited to be here, and I see that we've got one person here already. So as you're tuning in, feel free to let me know that you're here. Just as a note, I gotta remember which way to point. I think that if you're on a desktop, you should see information in the description of the video and how to enable StreamYard to view your comments and your picture. So you can type in the comments that you're here, and then I can put it up on screen. Otherwise, if you're on a mobile device, I believe that it's down below the live video in the description there. So please feel free to let me know that you're here, or if you're watching this on a replay later, because the recorded video will be available, please let me know that. So it's good to see everybody here. I'm just monitoring the comments. So please go ahead. Feel free to comment and share that you're here. I would love to see that. So today I'm planning to go live every week in this Facebook group with some sort of lesson or information about marketing and what's going on in the world of marketing right now. One of the questions I've been getting a lot lately and have gotten for a long time, what do I write about? What do I post about? What do I share about? And so that really comes down to what content marketing is. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here for a couple of seconds. Content marketing is a commitment. It's not just a campaign. You can have multiple campaigns, but if you're going to do content marketing, you really need to commit. So, I've got a Facebook user. Hello, I don't know who you are. I can't see you on the screen. But if you enable StreamYard to see in the closed groups, it just doesn't let you do it. So thank you for checking in and being there. But if you enable Facebook to let StreamYard see your comments, that would be great. And then I can put your name up on the screen. Okay, so again, content marketing is a commitment, not a campaign. I think that's, again, a really important point. And one of my favorite writers, Ann Handley, says that you need to create ridiculously good content that's useful, enjoyable, and inspired. And I think that that's a really accurate and good quote, because you want everything to be good. You want it to be useful, enjoyable, and inspired. And I always say the question you need to answer is, what's in it for me? If I'm your reader, if I'm your watcher, what is in it for me? So how do we go ahead and pick what we want to do for content? How do we know what people want to watch? How do we know what's in it for them? And that's one of my favorite things. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So bear with me a second here while I pull it up on my other screen over here. And one of my favorite places to do this is Answer the Public. Answer the Public, you can see it here. They have just such amazing resources. The free plan is fine. That's what I have. So you can upgrade and get more searches and more information. But all I use for it is my regular, the regular free plan. It limits the number of searches that I can do. So that's the only issue with that. But we can go ahead and type in, I'm trying to think. So in one of my webinars earlier this year, someone asked me about, they owned a coffee shop and they weren't sure what they should be posting because they were trying to find more content to post about, and they sell coffee. So I said, well, let's look and see what people are asking about coffee. You always have to change it to the United States. And then it runs in the background, which is pretty cool. So it's gathering our data. The neat thing about Answer the Public is, first of all, it's free. Second of all, it'll give you the questions people are asking on social media, or in Google, I should say, that you can answer on social media, on your website, really wherever you go. So here's the questions. It'll also do prepositions, comparisons, alphabeticals, and you can look at your data any way you want. I always really like the circle. However, sometimes when you're viewing some of this, it's not quite as easy to read. So I have a tendency to go ahead and look at the data in a list format. And what it does is it starts with the question words and then the questions that are being asked about it. So people are asking how coffee was discovered. Can coffee stunt your growth? Can it cause heartburn? So with some of this it would be great if this person that owns this coffee shop could maybe get a medical professional, somebody that can answer some of these questions for their audience on coffee and the benefits and the maybe some of the things to be careful about. And then, are coffee grounds good for plants, tomato plants, roses? So that's very interesting. So people really want to know about the coffee grounds. So she could actually share what she was doing with coffee grounds with other people. So very neat little information and things like that. So, and then again, she could also share some information about where coffee originated or where her coffee originated from. Just overall, some pretty good tools and an easy way to do it. One of the keys is when you're searching in Answer the Public is to make sure that you, I'll come back on screen, is to make sure that you are searching for like 1 or 2 words. Because if you're too specific, then you won't get very many questions back. And you want as many questions as possible. And it's very interesting because when you do search for 1 or 2 words, if there's something that could be misconstrued with the word that you're using, you can get some very interesting questions back. But it's what people are searching for. So when we're answering the question of what's in it for me as a viewer or a listener, you really want to, again, deliver answers for things that they're looking for. One of the other things that I'm getting questions about right now is Apple's privacy moves that they've done. So I'm going to be talking about that next week, and I'm very excited about that because people can hide their email address now. Open rates aren't going to be as high for anybody that's using iPhones to read your emails. There's a lot of really interesting things on that. So please stay tuned and be on the lookout for that scheduled video, or make time to come back to the group and look at it. So again, Answer the Public, an amazing tool that I love to use on a regular basis. So when I run out of uses, which I think I'm allowed 2 searches a day, I have a tendency to use a different tool called keywordtool.io. So you visit keywordtool.io and you can actually search what people are searching on Google, YouTube, Bing, Amazon. You can see all of these right across the title here: Instagram, Twitter, United States English. Again, there's always a premium option, but it's a really great tool if you're looking to see what questions people are asking. So that's a great one too. And again, it'll tell you all of those types of things. Another great source is just Google. Look for questions people also ask. So if you want to build a series about the history of coffee, so we'll just use that one since there were questions, maybe they start with the history of coffee. And then they can dive into several different questions for the people also ask. And you can see what other things people are asking about just directly from Google with, again, inside Google. So the next biggest thing that people ask me is, how do I plan this all out? And I don't have time to be posting or writing new blogs every month. What do we do? And so I recommend, if you're looking for the budget method, that you just go ahead and use an Excel sheet. I mocked one up for you guys. Just say what the content is, what the content type is that you're going to do, what the purpose is, what keywords you're trying to rank for or attract, and then when are you going to publish it? Very, important information. This can be for social posts. This could be for blogs, white papers, videos, any of that stuff that you're looking to do. I use a tool called CoSchedule, and it's fantastic, and it's in a calendar form. This is actually the calendar picture from Constant Contact. So it'll let you see your social posts that you're scheduling, also your email newsletters. So you can see all of this stuff all scheduled together in one thing. So, not sure if anybody has any questions. I know we had a couple people come in and out today, but if you have any questions, you can type those into the chat, or you can go ahead and type them into the comments section below if you're watching this on replay. And I'm going to try and jump in as often as I can over the next couple of days and answer any questions that come up. But really when it comes down to content marketing and coming up with ideas on what to post for, questions are the best place to start. What are people asking, and how can I answer that so that I can add value, deliver value to the people that I'm trying to attract? So I hope this was helpful. I usually do a 30-minute webinar and get a ton of questions from it. So I thought I would just jump in here today and talk a little bit about the different tools that are available. If you have any questions, again, feel free to message me privately or post your question in the comments, and I will be happy to answer those to the best of my ability. And I encourage you to check these tools out and see what works for you. All right, have a great rest of your day.